This is Guy News. That's the Electoral Commission, and I'm Tom Harwood. In recent months, Remain campaigning journalists have been accusing the Leave campaign of overspending. But similar investigations have not been carried out into the Remain campaign. Until now.
Are you going to apply this same forensic investigation to the Remain campaign?
Remain supporting journalists have alleged that the Leave campaign spent more than it was allowed to during the EU referendum. Both designated campaigns for each side were allowed to spend up to £7 million, while smaller campaigns for each side were allowed to spend up to £700,000 each. This meant that in total, the Leave side spent £13.5 million, whilst the Remain side spent £19 million. When you add the £9.3 million that the government spent on campaigning literature, this meant that the Remain side in total outspent the Leave side by more than 2 to 1. Whilst this kind of differential spending is within the law, that's only so long as none of the campaigns coordinated their spending.
Electoral Commission rules state that the lead campaign group must count all of the spending of all of the campaigners it works together with towards its own limit.
Leading Remain campaigners, however, have appeared to have admitted to coordination.
Former Number 10 Director of Communications, Sir Craig Oliver, wrote in his referendum book, "I join a 7:30 a.m. cross-party call chaired by Will Straw. It's designed to catch up with what the in-campaigns for the various political parties are doing that day. I want to get across a blunt message. This matters. We failed on immigration yesterday. Hardly anyone stuck to our line."
But that's not all. Electoral Commission guidance dictates that you're very likely to have been working together if you have joint advertising campaigns, leaflets, or events.
Supposedly separate campaigns, We Are Europe and The In Crowd, and Conservatives In and Britain Stronger in Europe, all shared agencies and suppliers. But there's more.
Remain campaigners set up 5 separate new campaigns less than a month before the vote. More than £1 million was funnelled into these campaigns, meaning the main campaign could stay under the spending limit.
DDB UK and Best for Our Future and Virgin Management and The In Crowd and Wake Up and Vote all registered less than a month before the referendum and received hundreds of thousands of pounds in donations. Wake Up and Vote received only one £100,000 donation from a major Britain Stronger in Europe and Conservatives In donor. These campaigns received donations from figures who were known to Britain Stronger in Europe, shared advertising agencies, promoted each other's adverts and exhibited no clear difference in their messaging.
Former Cabinet Minister Priti Patel has published a dossier outlining an example of how the Remain campaign might have flouted these rules by funnelling money into smaller groups. BSE published cringe-inducingly named, but widely watched, Don't Fuck With My Future campaign videos, starring celebrities such as Keira Knightley and Big Nasty.
These videos were produced by the advertising firm Adam and Eve DDB, which told the Electoral Commission they cost in excess of £76,000. But only one campaign, Wake Up and Vote, paid an invoice to DDB for producing these videos, and only for £24,000. The remainder of the cost appears to have been funded by other campaigns, reportedly We Are Europe, Wake Up and Vote, Britain Stronger in Europe, and DDB, which itself registered as a campaign.
The Electoral Commission is currently undertaking a third investigation into Vote Leave, despite twice having found no wrongdoing. They've refused to investigate the Remain campaign further, despite the much more serious allegations that have been levelled against it. This double standard cannot be allowed to continue. The impartiality of the Electoral Commission has been called into question, with some of its members saying that triggering Article 50 would be immoral, others calling for a second referendum, and the chair of the Electoral Commission saying he regretted the result of the referendum. Serious questions have been raised about the conduct of the Remain campaign and the legality of their spending. These mustn't go uninvestigated simply because they lost. I've been Tom Harwood for Guy News.